turn my phone on silent.
Turn your phone on silent. We're rolling, brother.
Rolling.
Welcome to episode 4 of Two Guys Trying to Podcast.
And that we are trying.
We are trying. I'm Pancake.
I'm Jared.
And
how
it's cool.
Unexciting. Just Jared.
Just Jared.
Jaw Rod, if you prefer.
Fun fact, it's Christmas Eve. And, well, this is actually episode 4 is, I'm going to say, like, the first legit recording of, like, what we would call a studio.
Oh, yeah. Because we did move upstairs. We don't have a... Well, we do have a camera.
Pancake just has a complex about it.
I don't think I got complex.
I know, I'm just fucking with you. It makes it funny.
What was I going to say, though? Yeah, you got this table, dude?
Yeah, we got a table.
Awesome.
And 4 chairs, which we're only using 3. We got some artwork on the wall, thanks to Josh's girlfriend, Courtney.
She did an amazing
It's pretty
job.
dope, Bizzle.
And she's actually working on trying to get it's going to go all the way up on that part.
Nice. We'll take a picture of it and add it to the thing. Maybe we'll make it our SoundCloud background picture.
As it progresses. I've been working with the Facebook page also, and I don't know how intricate or how involved I want to get with that, because sometimes it seems like that could just get
endless. What can you do?
Anything, dude.
It's not like MySpace, though.
No.
You can customize your wall and shit. I'm pretty sure you could do all that stuff back then.
Yeah, you could. I've never messed with MySpace.
You never did?
No. Remember, the only reason I even got a Facebook is because it was one day in your basement. You set me up one.
Oh, no shit.
Way back in the day, dude.
In my basement. Oh, in that house on Lincoln Street.
Yeah.
That basement?
The split level one with Mom and Mike.
Interesting.
That was,
I remember that.
like, we just graduated, or I just graduated.
That's how old we are.
Yeah, that's...
Well, not really that old, but when you think about it, you're like, fuck, nobody would ever consider not having a Facebook.
Right.
Now, back then, it was still like, all right, do I use Facebook or MySpace?
There's this war going on, and I don't know what side of it.
Who's going to be winning?
Right.
I mean, we were there, for AOL, too.
Yeah.
I remember AOL days.
Yeah, I remember. The cool thing was, like, to change your background and the color of your font and everything.
Yeah. That was about it.
Yeah.
But you could talk to anybody, anywhere. I don't even know how you met people on that.
Right. I don't remember. Like,
we had fucking friends, and it's like, people you don't even fucking know.
I remember, like, then you just start, like, gaming with, like, finding, like, I remember doing, like, Yahoo games or something, playing chess, and then, like getting their AOL, whatnot. Yeah. It's like, I don't know who the fuck I'm talking to.
ASL.
I kicked your ass in chess, though.
A sex location.
Right.
Send me some picture you just found on the internet and pretend it's you.
Alright.
I remember.
Now that's Tinder.
I remember even before that, though, like, when I was, like, way younger, and I'd go over to my dad's friends with them, they would get on some sort of messenger, and this was like when I was probably like 8, 9 years old, maybe, I don't know, but they would just sit there and they would just trash talk people sometimes, or fucking just make up shit and just kind of like trolling on people for trolling back then. It was funny.
Yeah, it's fun times. I remember, like, LAN parties.
Oh, yeah, those were cool.
When you'd get together and link up all your Xboxes or PlayStations, and then, like, now it's like...
Yeah, you're already connected.
Dude.
Yeah, you're just already connected.
I feel like it's not as cool, though. Like, if someone said, hey, we're all going to get together and play video games, and I'd be like...
Already been doing it.
I'd still be like, let's do it, because it was cooler to be, like, have, like...
together.
20 monitors set up next to each other,
Yeah.
And then it's like, you're all right here, just trash talking each other through a mic, and I can't see this fuck stick. He's right there,
He's my friend.
Toss me them fucking chips and get back in the game. Courtney messaged me.
You should have put your phone on.
I should have. Oh, I was trying to check out the...
For the record.
Joe Rogan's first thing.
Jogan?
Yeah.
Watched it last night, and I have watched it before.
Have you?
Yeah. It's pretty much, dude, they are like just sitting there in silence a lot and fucking him talking about something, but in the beginning it's just like him trying to like figure it all out, and him and Red Band going over shit, and then
Red Band?
Yeah, Brian.
Oh,
Brian Red Band.
all right.
And the just broke. Dude, sorry everybody, I'm slightly distracted. Yeah, and then they start reading messages off of a message board, and I ended up falling asleep actually because I was watching it before I was going to bed.
What are message boards like?
Yeah, just like
I've never really gotten too
like Reddit and stuff
into...
where people can just like post stuff on there. And I think he had like a message board specifically set up for his podcast that people could come into live and type in. You can see it real time and ask real time questions while he's on it. I guess probably it's one specific to his podcast, but there's different kinds of like message boards. Like I guess like Reddit would be considered one where you can go and just read different shit, different forums and stuff like that.
All right.
Fucking shit off my hands.
You need a towel or something?
No, man, I'm just gonna deal with it. It's all right.
Just gonna roll with it. It was funny, dude. Whenever I got in here and I was all setting up and whatnot with this lamp, like I set up the laptop and whatnot, I was like, all right. And I flipped this on. I was like, it's the podcast call. It's like,
I think it's cool.
It is. It's like,
we should set the camera up.
We got it. I had it somewhere. Where the fuck I do it?
I think like, cause this would be a cool little view to have.
I know.
And I mean like,
and
sorry.
this summer is gonna be daylight. You know, like it looks like it's pitch black outside right now.
It's only
7:14, 7:17.
7:18.
Definitely need some different lights though. Like this one's cool, but like I don't want to do it.
Plug into over here.
For what?
Well, can I plug mine into over here? Can something move to here?
Like your laptop or?
Well, that's what I'm charging is my laptop.
Yeah.
But my plug-in's over here, and it'd just be better if I had it over here.
I think actually the laptop's good.
Mine's not.
Let's see.
I have to really do a different laptop.
Well, it didn't die as soon as I unplugged it, so that's cool.
That's a good sign.
That's really awesome. No, figuring out this Audacity thing though is it's been really cool, dude. They got like really awesome effects and whatnot. Like I was up here strumming around and like I was adding all kinds of like reverb effects.
Different effects to your guitar.
Yeah, dude, it's really cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You could become a one-man band. Dude, Trent Reznor produces all of his music.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And puts it all
Why is he even 9 Inch Nails? I don't know. He just goes by.
He's like 9-inch nail.
Yeah, right.
He has different projects and shit though.
But yeah, it was really cool. Like it's definitely making me want to learn more guitar. You know,
like, and learn more about music and sound maybe in general. That's cool.
That's cool. I was reading about all the megahertz and everything before you came up.
Nice.
And trying to figure all that out. Like I feel like that could also even overlap into the home stereo that I have and the car stereos that I want to.
By tuning it better.
Figuring all that out a little bit, more in depth. Which.
Because I never really know what I'm doing when
I'm just trying to keep things matching.
Yeah, sound good.
Like
clear.
Yeah. Try to keep the frequencies, in the same ballpark at least, the same watts and RMS and the channels and all that, Keep the ohms around the same best you can. That's what I've always gone with. But it's crazy how much they figure out.
All right, you can get deep into some stereo equipment. I wish I had a bitchin' stereo. I want a Klipsch.
Dude, oh, I know, dude. I fucking love Uncle Jeff's fucking stereo system that he had. And every time I go to Best Buy and I'm messing with their, like, stereo systems or whatnot, it's like, dude.
Can you imagine they just be able to fucking jam into best tunes in this little confined space, loud as fuck.
Honestly, though, dude, what I got right now, what I'm rocking, like, for my home theater system, I'm gonna give it, like, 2 or 3 steps down from, like, the IMAX theater for at home.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, dude, fucking... Those Realistics I've been rocking since I was in high school fucking still sound great, and they're older than me and you.
Right.
And then I just bought this subwoofer and the actual new amp for it, whatever, and some new speakers for $120 off a buddy of mine. And that subwoofer just really tied it all in together.
Nice.
So.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy one clip speaker a year until I'm 50 and I'll have a whole fucking setup.
The whole kit and caboodle.
Whole kit and caboodle. Dude, I was really fucking thinking though at the last festival I was at, because I saw people setting up like field audio recorders and shit, and they're recording all these sets for their own personal stash, and I'm like, dude, fucking amazing idea. Like, how awesome would that be to just have some of these? Because
your phone's not getting near the quality.
Yeah, they've got them on tripods raised up above the crowd and like fucking pointed in the right way. And I'm sure they take that and then they probably upload it to something like this, and
they edit the crowd noise out, and then they just it's like, this was the 10%, man. Fuck yeah, that's dope. Yeah,
I never thought about it until I saw him doing it. I was like, genius,
because I'm not gonna sit there and watch a video of the
right. That's like, because Tipper, he doesn't release a lot of sets, like few, and it's like, fuck, so people, at least to everybody.
See, I feel like that though, it kind of gets sketchy though, because it's like, especially when it comes to that type of music, because I feel like people are gonna steal it or steal samples of it.
Right. Well, not somebody that's bringing that wasn't bringing the steals because they love Tipper, dude.
I'm just saying, like, in any show like that though, in general, you're gonna get some Bass Nectar fan,
right? They're stealing your shit. Then that would be cool. That'd be very cool.
That'd just be cool with like any concert or whatnot, because I don't care, like. You see all these people, not in the moment, like watching what's going on.
You can just set your tripod up and be at it.
Still like live the live moment, and then be like, "Hey, we're gonna rock out to this again in a couple, like later on down the road." Like, what I want to listen to, dude. Let me show you the Tipper set that I had. Right, you got a couple hours?
I'm gonna show you some shit. That's like my mom's husband, Greg. He's got CDs of tons of fucking live shit. Like,
oh, really?
People let him plug into the soundboard and record shit. And he used to do all sorts of shit. He used to take pictures for fucking people and shit.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. I want to check that out.
He's been to a few different festivals and shit. I'm like, dude, we need to take my mom to summer camp.
That'd be awesome.
It's about to get wild.
No, but back to like just getting into like the stereo technique side of it or whatnot. I remember at work, I can't remember the name of the magazine I found, but I found a couple of them where it's like, that's all it is just like home theater speaker technology. It's like just decks upon decks of amplifiers and speakers, and like in the thousands. And it's like,
I wonder if are you limited by Bluetooth, the amount of power of speaker?
I think you are, or not necessarily the power, because a lot of Bluetooth speakers you still plug into the wall.
Right.
And like that's all the power you can get, but the signal quality, I think, is probably reduced significantly, or actually it might even be greater.
Or they might even have them on their own like wireless, not even Bluetooth, like their own Wi-Fi type thing.
Yeah, their own frequency, like not. Yeah. I could see it enabling it to be better, and also maybe limiting it also.
Depending. If you can get one with like rechargeable battery packs, so you can just completely wireless. That'd be the shit. Completely wireless home theater system.
See, if it's a home theater system, it's not going anywhere. I feel like
just because then you don't have to run any wires. How amazing is that?
But then you're just gonna have to keep recharging. And like the best thing I've seen is like having the speakers already in the ceiling, though.
Right.
Like.
See,
those are cool.
You know what I bet they should do? They should make like, instead of plugins anymore, since most shit is on like a USB. They should just have
They're starting like, you can't run major appliances like your vacuum or anything, but like a lot of freaking newer modern homes, or even if you go to Lowe's, you'll see that like they'll have an outlet and then they have USB on it, and then like now.
So you can just put one of those up on your ceiling and just plug a USB in for the speaker.
Like my mom and dad, they got a USB charging station where it's literally like
just a bunch of USB ports.
It plugs into the wall and then it sits on one of their tables, and it's just got like nothing but ports on it. It's like
at the airport.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is.
A lot of people have phones. Most people have phones.
Are there? Should we Google this? Like, are there more phones than people yet?
I don't know. There's probably still a lot of places that don't have phones.
Yeah, but how many phones? There's 4 or 5 phones for me alone in here.
All right.
I mean, how many people, whenever they get the new iPhones out, so let's get rid of this old one if I can get a new one.
Right. All my kids just got new iPhones for Christmas. iPhone 6s.
That's another thing. It's like, I mean, I'm not a parent, but like, what's the proper age for a kid to have a phone, man? That's a subject that's always on somebody's mind, I guess.
Do what?
Like, what's like the proper age for somebody to have a phone these days? Like, I remember I didn't get one until I was in 8th grade.
Yeah, same here.
But they weren't as common then.
No, they weren't. In fucking shit.
Can you monitor?
Kiana's sister, Lindsay's younger kid, Maya, she's in 2nd grade. She has a phone. She has an iPhone 6. My kid has an iPhone 6s Plus, and then Kiana has an iPhone.
Like they can set the they can monitor it though, can't they? Like,
yeah, I don't know what Lindsay does to monitor though. I mean, I don't know. My kids aren't on any bad shit.
Free access to everything.
And they might be. Fuck, I don't know. Can we edit that out? You just sound like a shitty parent now.
I could try.
No, it's cool.
I'm
not a shitty parent.
No, you're not, dude. You're fucking an awesome parent.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Phone.
Just for the fact that you want to be involved and you're very active in like trying to like show your kids different things, you know, like you take them rock climbing, you know, like you show them like all the types of awesome shit that's out there. That's really cool.
For the first time ever, there are more gadgets in the world than there are people, including a growing number that only communicate with other machines, according to data from digital. Blah, blah, blah. The number of active mobile devices and human beings crossed over somewhere around the 7.19 billion mark. That's October 7th, 2014. There are officially more mobile devices than people in the world. That was 5 years ago. Well, 4.5 years ago. So we're way past that now.
Yeah, we're just gonna start like is gonna be like The Feed. Have you ever read that book?
This one. When is this fucking? Well, see now this article from April 12th, 2017 says that. Oh, now my computer catches up. But then this one says that more smartphones than humans by 2021, and this is from April 12th, 2017. The latest mobile data forecast from blah blah blah. Does that help? Estimated that in the next 5 years, smartphone sales will continue to grow, and 5G, it's loading. Estimate over 10 billion mobile phones will be shipped across the globe by 2021. According to, let's see, in 2017 alone, GCCS believes that over 1.53 billion smartphones will be distributed. That's just in 1 year. This number is expected to climb to over 1.9 billion by 2021 per year. So that's... Yeah,
I was just saying, how many devices are made in a day?
No shit, right?
You know, I mean, it took us how many years?
Why do you think there's so many Chinese people fucking putting that shit together?
Like, all right, so it took how many years for the human population to get where it's at? And how long have devices been around?
Cell phones, right? Cell phones have been around since the 80s, we'll say. And now, so let's see, where are 30-something years. 30 years versus 2,000 years.
We're making these things like quicker than bacteria can spread.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's great. Or is it? No, it's
I mean, I don't know how long.
It's gonna be like The Feed eventually. This is a book that I actually didn't finish, but it was like I remember it from high school. I was reading it in high school. I never finished it, but where you're pretty much born with pretty much an internet receptor and broadcaster already implanted in your brain, and like
you just fucking
it's already like there's like you could see everything in front of your eye, you know, and it has like algorithms or whatever that helps you like shop online, you know, like it like right now Google or whatever tracks your history,
right? It's just tracking your thoughts.
That's
crazy.
It tracks what you do, and it's like you might be interested in this, and it's like 24/7 like blasted on like media and just advertisements and commercialism and shit.
To go in it.
And it's pretty much, it's kind of like they said, I'm pretty sure, I can't remember exactly how it is. It was, you get it at birth, like a circumcision. And
I don't know, when do you think that'll be by?
That it's going to be like that?
Yeah.
Well, shit, dude.
I think we got some time.
I bet it'll be in our lifetime.
I don't.
I think it will.
Not that. I don't know.
See, I'm also counting that. I'm thinking our lifetime, 80 is going to be easy to get to. I'm thinking 100 is going to be the standard easily by the, like, for everybody, not for just me. Like optimal.
Cutting it at 75.
75.
That's all I want.
That brings back the, you know, how old's old enough?
75.
I don't know.
I'll see how I feel when I'm 75, dude.
I'll hold you to that.
Okay.
If I'm 75,
all right. I gotta go skydiving tandem before I can go skydiving by myself, and then when I go skydiving by myself, I'm just gonna go and not pull the parachute.
It's like, Uncle, just don't get married, man. You go skydiving and you're single, you're happy. It deployed. If skydiving and you're married,
it's an option.
It's a choice.
Yeah. No shit. We should try skydiving. I wonder how much that cost.
Google it. There's a you can do it in Taylorville or Greensville.
Man, both those, neither one of the places are any better than the other.
I know, right? I want to get a whiteboard to just write notes and shit. Now that's why I'm not prepared at all, dude.
Why not?
I don't have it in my planner, in my notes, in my thought process and everything.
I have that. I got a couple notes that I spoke into my phone. I just kind of...
I'm going to go run and grab them real quick.
Okay,
Can you handle the quick... You want anything to drink? You want a bottle of water or something?
Yeah, I'll take a bottle of water. Right. I can pour it in my thermie.
I'll be back, guys. I want to try getting a mini fridge in here, a small one for this reason.
Okay.
I think that'd be alright.
Yeah, I think I know a guy that one fell off a truck.
Really?
That's a joke. Like it'd be stolen or something. That's code. We're code talking.
Code talking.
Where you going, Abba? Alright, now it's just me. Josh was unprepared, but it's alright. He's still pretty prepared. So it's Christmas Eve. Fuck, man, dude, I am not good at this. I don't even know what to talk about. I'm not a very good one-sided conversationalist to talk into this microphone on myself. Almost kind of weird. All right, good, he's back.
How'd that go?
Not so good.
Not so good. Are you going to jail?
No.
I almost grabbed the tea, but I decided.
Oh man, we could have went for some tea. Hot tea? Cold tea?
No, it was that one Aunt Carrie got us.
Oh, that? Yeah, that thing's pretty classy.
Yeah. 2 or 3 days ago, 4 days ago, I made tea and all.
2, 3, 4? How many?
It was 4. I'm trying to remember. It's been a busy week, bro.
What did I do?
How's your week, man?
What's today? It just started. It's Monday.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, it's Sunday. No, it is Monday.
You're all fucked up.
I called in today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I had Christmas with Courtney.
Oh, nice. Now they just know. Now everybody knows. Forever. It's going down on your permanent record.
No, I've had Christmas, like, last 3 nights have been Christmas, though. Like, off work, Christmas. Off work, Christmas.
What did I do Sunday? What did I do Sunday? I went to Kyle's, hung out at Kyle's for a little bit. Went and did some last minute gift grabbing, and then wrapped some gifts at the house. Hung out. Yeah, that's about it. I ordered pizza. Ate a whole large double cheeseburger pizza.
How's that? Are you proud of that?
Dome. It was like all but 3 pieces, and then I ended up eating the 3 pieces throughout the night. But woke up, ran, worked out, went to did open mat at jiu-jitsu again today. I did it yesterday too. Yesterday was fucking good. Like I felt on point with it, but today I was sore as shit and it was not so good. It's still not bad.
I should have called in yesterday and like went over to Adams and helped with the turkey and everything. I wasn't even planning on calling in today until last night, and Adams all talking about calling in or whatnot. And apparently he got confused and thought I worked midnights for a minute.
Because he works midnights.
Yeah. Like
he stays confused.
Like I only got to be at work till 6:45, bud. And then like all the talk and hype about it, and then I was a little hungover this morning, and I'm sitting there contemplating like, do I go? Do I not? And then I'm like, if I'm arguing with myself this hard, if I want to or not, I'm just gonna do it.
You're just gonna not go. Oh. I was thinking about going into work on Wednesday. Just because Kyle's got to work, and then we're not going rock climbing until like 3 o'clock, so I'm excited for that. Because now we can do top rope, like I said.
That's right.
That's pretty fucking sweet.
If it wasn't with all this Christmas stuff and everything, the gifts and whatnot, and then Courtney's Jeep, which it should, I'm thinking it's definitely going to get fixed in January. I'm just debating if it's going to be on the 1st or on the 15th. But she got a new job.
Nice. Oh yeah, at cafeteria.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Pizza man not working out. Sucks there.
No, she just didn't want to. I'll explain later.
Oh.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm hoping it actually works out. It's supposed to be solid, 15 to 18 hours on the weekends. So.
Nice.
It's when she was getting a pizza man also.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, so that really helped us out.
Hell yeah.
I'm still planning on working 6-day weeks for a while. For a good while.
My computer's not charging.
No.
Is this that lamp? Yes.
Yep. But dude, that's the podcast lamp. Like.
What the balls? Not working. Oh, that outlet sucks. Yeah, just deal with it.
Here, hold on. Is it just a USB like that?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, dude. Plug it in over here, and I'll plug it back into the laptop back in.
Okay.
We can do stuff like that.
Alright. Oh shit, too bad that wasn't on the other side.
It's cool. It'll go over here.
That won't make it.
Oh no.
Yeah, I can bring it.
No, I can move the laptop
Yeah,
over.
I can bring it over here actually.
See, guys, we're trying to figure it out. This is 2 guys trying to figure it out.
How to podcast and do other shit.
Everything else. What's the biggest thing you want to learn currently?
What's the biggest thing I want to learn?
Not the biggest, but like, what's
What
top on your mind, on your plate?
What am I currently trying to learn? In general, man, I want to learn to sell shit, I guess, to help me at work. But I haven't really been reading my sales books like I was wanting to. Man, dude. Really want to figure out all this food truck shit. There's a lot to it. I'm kind of at like a slow point, just kind of figuring out some shit right now, but still grinding at it. But yeah.
Do you think that has anything to do with like all the holiday crap going on also?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I try not to make excuses though.
Yeah, I got you there. I definitely it's been a messed up month, and I'm ready for it to be over and get back on track with everything again.
I have been working out though, consistently and steadily.
I've been working out more.
Nice. That's what's up.
But it's only at work. I definitely need to work on.
Oh yeah, that's your fucking best time to do it. Dude.
Yeah, it is. It really is. But I also want to try.
Utilize it.
My concern though is like.
Oh my god,
it's not.
Yeah, it's
just dumb.
Oh wait, no, it just isn't registering. It's charging, I guess. Now it's being weird. That's alright. I'll deal with it. I got enough battery for right now.
But I was gonna say, my fear is though whenever I don't have this gig anymore, trying to find a way to integrate working out outside of work. Then.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Why don't you try doing that? I guess now. Are you thinking about trying to what?
I know when it starts getting a little bit warmer out, I'm gonna start running in the mornings. And
right.
Actually, my biggest goal for this year is to get my leg taken care of.
Yeah.
So that way I'll feel better about running.
Right.
Yeah,
your leg is fucking gotta suck.
Yeah, it starts hurting.
Are you wearing your sock?
Do it? No, dude. That got to be a pain in the ass.
Right.
And I need new ones.
Right.
And it's just like.
Yeah, I really just started doing like morning shit too, cause like really going over like how everything was working out for me. Like the only time that it would be uninterrupted is in the morning if I just wake up a little bit earlier. Like after work, I might get caught up with something at work or something might come up to do after work or some shit. And
life, it's like
life is all
right after work too, man.
Yeah, so I just decided to do it before work.
Yeah, that's how it always is with me too. Like I'll get home, like I'll be in a good mood after work, and then great, you could do this, and as soon as I get home, like everything that I'm like, all right, this is my intentions. Then for whatever reason,
right.
The universe had other intentions. Lots.
Yeah, other ideas for you. And then, like, there would be, like, scheduled shit. Like, on Wednesdays, I come up and help Addison and Kiana with homework. So it's like, all right, so now I can't work out in the afternoon. And that just gives me an excuse to not work out. And it's just that much easier to not work out. But if I'm doing it in the morning, then there's nothing that can happen in the fucking morning, dude, that can give me any excuse to not do what I know I need to fucking do.
That's what I was explaining to Courtney, too. I was like, just running at least for 15 minutes in the morning, like, that's, for me, 2 miles, right. And that's enough to suffice me,
right.
Right now it's 2 miles. You never know. Like 15 minutes, I'll probably be getting down to 3 miles or 2.5 miles.
I probably ain't even running right because I'm just now trying to like work in running in the morning, and I've done it consistently for probably I don't know a couple weeks now. But it's like I'm only just running a short distance. I'm like just making myself get up and get out and go just run a little bit, and I'm going a little bit further each time. Then I go back. All right, go a little bit further until
the art of showing up.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like.
Honestly, dude, I love that book, by the way.
That book is fucking
definitely
awesome, dude.
Gonna have to read that one again.
James Clear, Atomic Habits. By the way, is what we're talking about. It's a fucking awesome book. The Art of Showing Up, and that just means fucking just getting there, going there. No matter even if you're don't do what you expect you can do or should do. Doing something is better than doing nothing.
Just showing up to the gym and stretching and going home.
Yeah.
At least you got to the gym.
Right.
Like that, I thought was...
Work on all the rest later. You can't improve a habit that doesn't exist.
Exactly, and that's why I at least got to show up to the guitar a day. Like, even if it is only 5 minutes, like that's some repetition of the chords that I do know at least, where my muscle memory at least is getting more familiar with it. So, like, which lately, dude, on that track, I've been playing a lot.
Right, hell yeah.
But just even this, like I love recording myself, even though it's horrible. It's not horrible. I'm actually pretty pleased with it, but it's
all progress.
Exactly.
It's like me trying to video record myself spinning poi. I just fucking I suck. I give up. Like every time I try to record myself, it just isn't as good as what it is when I'm not recording myself.
Maybe slowing the time lapse down.
What do you mean?
So that way, like the time frames, to where it'll be slower and you'll be able to see it a little bit better. Like not complete slow motion, but
where it picks it up slower. So
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what that. Does it just mean like? So it gives me longer to look at it, I guess.
Yeah, okay. That way it'll be like while you're like watching it'll be in a slower motion, and you'll be able to see the changes a little bit clearer gradually.
Right. And I just get all nervous when I'm recording. I just can't do the shit that I normally do or focus on.
Because matter change or acts differently when it's being observed.
Right. But that fucking guy on the Rogan podcast, podcast fucking said that that's like a misinterpretation of what that thing is. What that means, actually.
Courtney and I got onto it one time, or not on that podcast, but like just the double element or whatever, the wave test, and she actually got on it all by herself. I didn't even influence her. I was cooking pancakes or something, and she was YouTube and stuff and was watching these things, and she got into it, and it's like one of the widely most like discussed and disputed experiments, honestly. Like there's still
about matter changing when you observe it.
Yeah, there's so I know what guy you're talking about and how
I think it was Lawrence Cross.
Yeah. And how I really need to work on remembering names.
I just remember just from other shit too. Just like he's just on a bunch of different shit. He's like I think he's a physicist or some sort of mathematician. Him and he has a big thing like this fucking atheist thing or whatever. Just, him and
you were showing me, yeah.
Him and what the fuck is that other guy? See, remembering names. I can only remember one. Something Darwin, maybe. Darwin. Oh my god, I dropped that.
Oh no.
It's all good. It's cool.
Silence is been silence.
That's cool. Lawrence Cross.
Eventually, the studio.
Richard Dawkins.
There we go.
Other guy, Richard Dawkins. That motherfucker. Yeah, that's that guy. Where was I going with that?
I don't know.
Oh, this one guy was like, I evolved. He's like, now I can't even remember what I'm doing it while I'm doing it. Like, fuck.
I'm concentrating on concentrating.
Yes. It's difficult sometimes.
It does get that way.
I wish I could draw so I could fucking put something on the wall too.
So do it. What do you like?
Yeah, but it'll suck.
It could get painted over.
Oh yeah.
And like Courtney, a lot of that, she just drew it out in pencil first, and then did it in marker.
That seems like the brightest.
She's pretty intelligent.
Hell yeah. I'm sure it's because she watched somebody on YouTube do it. I'm just joking. My fucking body hurts, dude, for not doing jiu-jitsu for like... Did you already get it? Oh, you're a fucking swell guy. Not doing jiu-jitsu for, well, the last time I went was like the last week of November. And this was I went yesterday and today, dude, and I'm fucking tore up. Just a few weeks, dude. It's like... Makes a difference.
It's harder to gain, and it goes away quicker than you can gain it.
Right.
I'm
also not taking creatine anymore, dude. I think creatine's the shit.
I remember when I was working out in Afghanistan. Like, I worked out for well over a month and a half or so. I was lifting hard, and I gained probably about 15 pounds. Like I was heavy on everything, dude. I was drinking protein shakes, like these Gatorade made them, and then there was this other knockoff version. I was having 2 of those in the morning with breakfast, and I'd work out, and I'd have this huge mass gaining protein that somebody gave me, and I'd even mix it with milk, and then and throughout the day I'd just be drinking these protein milks also, dude. I got fucking jacked,
I bet your shits were fucking crazy.
Yeah. Ew. Yeah, but then that was about the biggest and most swole I've ever been. I was proud of myself, but then we started doing the concrete missions again, and it was just not plausible to work out because it got to the point where it was literally get back on base. Somebody got us chow, and to go trays because the chow was closed by the time we got there. Eat that. If you had the energy to shower, you did, or if you got too dirty on the mission because doing concrete work in
you get pretty
desert,
fucking dirty.
Yeah, showering right to bed. Catch 4 to 6 hours.
Or was it not for you guys? You were already just dumping shit in a hole.
No, it was work because we had like primed the hole also, but like we had to produce the concrete there. Like
right, you had trucks that mix the ingredients to make concrete on the spot. You're like mobile.
And we're wearing our IOTVs, or carrying our M4s with us and shit.
That's crazy.
That's a workout in itself.
Right. Oh yeah, it is.
But yeah, I lost quite a bit, and then I didn't have the motivation to work out at all. Whenever we were coming back, and I was right back to the size I was whenever I came home. It went away quick.
I'm definitely a lot smaller than I was when I got out, but I'm still fucking not too far off. I liked when I did drop down to like 150 something here recently, and I ended up gaining it back. But dude, I was feeling real lean, dude, feeling real fucking good. But
I was actually really impressed with my last PT test, just like how far motivation can take you. I actually tried on this one, and I gotten higher on this than I've ever had on any PT score, even when I was in basic or AIT, when I was trying,
right when you thought you were more. Have you not been? Were you smoking?
In basic I couldn't. In AIT, the one that mattered at the time, I couldn't smoke, and then I could only smoke at the end of the day.
Right. Have you been smoking?
No, dude. No, it was a little hard after my grandpa passed away, a couple months ago. But I wasn't like constantly smoking. I was having a cigarette here or there,
right?
And it was just harder to put down. Then finally, drill came about, and I didn't smoke at drill. And after that, because my goal is where I want to be completely done with it.
Nicotine and everything.
Yeah, starting 2019 all strong, and I'm starting that now. I didn't smoke yesterday at my brother's, at all. Didn't steal a cigarette, or a drag even. Honestly, though, drill's hardest. Drill is, for whatever fucking reason, the hardest not to smoke for. I don't even know why. It'd be an easy day at drill, and it's still just.
Right.
Those triggers, those cues,
right.
Yeah,
that's what everybody else is doing.
Exactly, and that's my whole social group there,
right. Everybody smoking and drinking. You got two hands for a reason.
Right. Honestly, the whole quitting nicotine, dude, has been the hardest thing I think I've ever done, and I'm very.
Oh, dude, it is difficult. If I didn't have a choice to not smoke, dude, I'd probably still be smoking, but. I just couldn't. And once I stopped, I was like, ew, what the fuck, dude?
It's been a struggle. Dude, I would say I started my path of not smoking probably about 5 years ago or so, whenever I actually started vaping. Whenever I started vaping is whenever that was like, all right, I'm trying to fucking quit now. And
right.
I'm finally, I'm here,
See,
I couldn't tell you last time I bought a pack of cigarettes.
Kind of brings me to one thing I was going to talk about progress and shit. I always find that, and this is relatable to your smoking, to where I'll do something well for a given period of time, but then I fall off the bandwagon for a bit, and then it's like, all right, get remotivated to fucking, to do whatever I feel like I need to be doing, for you smoking or not smoking, and fucking. But I always feel like. Each time I restart, I'm a little bit better than I was
sure.
Before. You know what I'm saying? It's not an all hope is lost. Fucking might as well fuck it. No, I'm not.
I'm a failure. I'm just gonna give up.
It's each time I restart, I'm just a little bit better than I was that last time. It's and I feel like I get better at navigating the fall offs too.
It's all right. View it like this, dude. All right, when you first started training MMA, whenever I was driving you down to. Wherever,
right.
And actually you can even take this back down to wrestling. All right, so we wrestled, right?
Right.
We didn't know jack shit then, right?
Right.
How much of that was you able to carry over when you started training MMA after those years? You had more of a basic general idea. Okay,
right.
you're doing jiu-jitsu now.
Right.
How much of your MMA from years ago carried over to what you're doing now?
Oh yeah, it just took a while for me to
you gotta bust the rust off, man.
I'm still not fucking good though.
Things take time and practice,
better,
but
though. I'm better.
Exactly. I'm gonna say it's like that with the guitar. That I remember I was playing with Chance's guitar all the time, and then I got my own guitar, not this one, but I went and bought my own, and I was playing with that, and then I also even got Rocksmith, and then like I fell off the bandwagon, you know. Like,
right. You still fuck with Rocksmith?
Not as much. I know I have it, and I do want to mess with it just for the fact that I have all those capabilities of whatever amp and stack I want and loops, you know, like that's something I really want to get.
Just like the tutorials of it all too, to learn whatever you want to fucking learn.
But then like Courtney got me this one, and I want to toot my horn a little bit here.
Toot it. Come on, toot
it. No, before I even started reading the Atomic Habits, I told her I want this guitar right where I could see it, to where wherever, if I got 5-10 minutes, you know, like
make it obvious,
you know, I could grab it and start strumming, dude. Like, and I read it, like, I already did that.
Right.
I already did that.
I was reading something, and I was like, man, I was doing some of this shit. Now I'm doing it. It's like makes you feel like you've been doing better than,
right?
You know, like, oh wait, I kind of do have a grasp on this thing.
I realized if I put it easily accessible to me, I'm gonna do it.
Right. Yeah. And I was already doing that with some shit too, and it's like as I was reading that, I was like, okay, I'm not like a lot of this shit. Like I've had a grasp over this, just like, I mean, reinforced, you know, like what I had already known, and adding more tools to the information fucking hub, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't know, but that's it. Really, that's definitely a fucking good ass book, dude. Yeah. And it's like,
I'm on the last chapter
talk about
now.
it. I don't know why. It's just for some reason, just like the way it's written, it's not like boring to read. It's not, dude. It's super fucking comprehensible, dude. Like it.
Very, yeah.
Dude,
he lays it out where it's completely understandable.
Yeah, dude. It's just so fucking good, dude.
Coming from me.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. He's cool, dude. Cool motherfucker. Fucking, so looks like for a tandem skydive, it's $225 per person.
That just loaded?
No, I've been reading. We've been talking about other shit. I didn't want to interject and kind of ruin like
the moment.
Whatever we had going on, dude. And I just feel like
this is two guys trying to podcast.
Just throwing our name dropping,
plugging ourselves.
We got
real
an
quick.
alarm going off every fucking 25 minutes and 15 seconds. Josh says this is two guys trying to podcast.
Got a clock.
We actually get $100 theoretical dollars for every time he says it, so
theoretically we're rich.
Theoretically we're balling. But no, that is that's $225 per person. Instructor assisted deployment. So this is a student training. Starts at $200. Includes the first jump course and your first jump. Each jump after that is $60 and must be made within 30 days of your last jump in order to stay current. The cost of gear rental is included. For more information on that.
Oh, so we're just gonna start jumping every 30 days.
Yeah, $60 first.
Yeah,
dude, let's fucking do this. Dude. This doesn't seem too bad, dude. The cost of a student training starts at $300. I'm good on that. Level 1 jump. Alright, let's see. Coach jumps. The cost of renting one of our parachute systems is $25, dude.
This thing's gonna save my life.
$25? That's it? What the fuck is this, dude? Holy shit. Either it's because they're so badass and they can get so many fucking uses out of them, or they're fucking cheap pieces of junk. But I'm down.
You know, I'm sure they're gonna have an insurance waiver for me to sign. I'm game.
Okay, check it out. Experienced skydivers can choose between a hop and pop from 5,500 feet for $20, or go all the way up to 10,500 feet for $27.
That's less than a gallon of gas. What kind of mileage do these Cessnas get?
This is crazy. It's like way cheaper than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I was thinking like 300 per jump, you know?
I say, all right, how do we get to go to Sky? I'm going to call this place and figure out how we can just jump, how we get to where we jump by ourselves. I think that's what this instructor assisted deployment. And I wonder how you get certified to do that. What makes you an experienced? Let's see what I'm gonna click the blue highlight experienced skydiver fucking thing and see whether you're fresh off student status or have 1,000 jumps under your belt. Mid-America Sports Parachute, make you feel at home. Okay. So I guess you have to do the instructor one first. But what's the accelerated free fall? That sounds fucking awesome. Let's check out what an accelerated free fall is.
Yeah.
What is this?
I don't want to limp away from this.
Okay, accelerated AFF is a 7-level free fall training program that takes you from ground school to solo free fall. It introduces you to the skills needed to safely do both solo and group skydiving. This is what we need right here. In only 7 jumps, you will learn about skydiving equipment, free fall, parachute control, and landings. The equipment required for making the AFF jumps are: complete all required waivers, be in good health, fuck yeah, be at least 18 years of age, do not exceed 225 pounds, wear proper attire for the weather, and please wear tennis shoes, no boots, sandals, flip-flops. The cost, alright, here we are. The cost of your AFF jumps are: level 1 includes first jump course and jump is $300. Holy fuck, this is a bit more pricey. Alright, so that's the level 1, dude. Level 2 and 3 are $250 each, and levels 4 through 7 are $175. I wonder if that's each or for all of them. Any jumps after that are $60 for a solo jump once you are signed off, or $85 for a coach jump until you earn your A license. Prices may vary depending on the training method. Alright, man, so you're looking at $300 plus $500, $800. You're looking at about $1,000.
I'm thinking we should at least do the skydiving once this year, and then on the.
Oh, we're gonna do it once this year.
I maybe more.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not like not 2018.
Yeah. That's right. We gotta go right now. You're off Wednesday, right?
Yeah. Go wash some windshields. Go stand down at a popular intersection and wash some windshields. Get yourself $200.
I know where a McDonald's dumpster is. See if we had a camera, everybody could know I was gesturing to a cock sucking. So what? All right. So then we'll go. Let's check this out. All right. So, tandem skydive. Fuck. Just go do it.
So getting it to where you can do solo and do jumps, like, is gonna be a pretty penny. Like.
Yeah. You gotta go by yourself. Man, dude. But then once you get it, dude, it's so cheap to go.
Right. It is. You know?
Yeah, you're like, all right, fuck, I'm off work at 3 in the air by 5.
Did 2 jumps today.
Yeah.
My mom gave me $50 for my birthday.
Yeah. You'll get a
I went and jumped twice.
Yeah, no shit. Well, you plus rental gear, so you can jump once for like $50. That's fucking crazy. That'd be awesome.
Oh,
shit.
yeah, dude. I think
so you have to do.
I think that's something we should try to aim for, like be able to do that by 35 or 40.
All right. Oh, by ourselves?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. 35 seems. All right. So let's instructor assisted deployment. What the fuck is that?
We're gonna get skydiving,
After your
guys.
extensive classroom and hands-on first jump course, you will be fitted with our top-of-the-line state-of-the-art equipment and will fly to an altitude of approximately 4,500 feet above the ground to make your first jump. As you exit the aircraft,
How much?
Huh?
How high?
4,500 feet.
Okay, I didn't hear the 100. I heard 40 to 100 feet, and I'm like, huh.
See, well, that sucks. Well, this is where as soon as you jump out of the plane, they pull your parachute.
There's no like
free fall. I want the free fall. If I have to ride on somebody to do that, fuck it, dude. I'll do that because I don't have the extra grand to go fucking learn to do it by myself.
Right.
Yeah, you want to get some people together? I'll make Kyle go with us.
Kyle do it? I don't think Courtney do it. She'd go with us, but she wouldn't jump.
I'm gonna watch a video of some people tandeming. Watch a video of people tandeming.
Yeah, I probably got a couple guys I drill with or used to drill with that want to do it. I hope this doesn't get pulled from our YouTube.
No.
I don't even think we. I hope by now we at least have 2 followers or 2. I don't know. Like,
Damn, dude. Yeah, I want to do that. I don't give a fuck if it's on a person. I mean, it'll definitely be cooler once you can do it by yourself, but. Yep. Different knuckles to that.
that's happening.
Fuck, I guess let's see how much it is. That's in Taylorville. Let's see how
That's
much
in Taylorville. Let's see what Greenville's about. I feel like Greenville might have a little bit more pretty scenery.
Definitely doing it again some other time.
Cool. Yeah. No, I think we definitely, besides quick subject change, like I work on getting this on YouTube and figuring out what other outlets to upload it onto.
Right.
You know?
Greenville.
Should we start plugging our email too so that way people just start emailing us shit, start hating on us?
Yeah. If you want to send shitty mail to us, fucking send us shitty mail at
2guystryingtopodcast@gmail.com.
Jinx.
Hate mail not so welcome, but we'll take it if you want to give it to us. But suggestions on how to better ourselves
I'm
or
an attention where I'll take any attention I can get. So I mean,
He's lonely.
appreciate whatever. No, I'm an only child, and well, not really anymore, but I pretty much was.
Yeah.
I try to be a stereotypical only child as much as possible.
I don't know. I feel like you share better than I do sometimes. Like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes I have a defense mechanism where, because like my brothers, just take shit from me, and
right?
for some reason,
You're
like
a dog.
Yeah.
This place is more expensive by $25. Fuck you, Greenville.
Damn it, Greenville.
Oh, wait, this is St. Louis area. Is this
really?
Greenville? Oh, Gateway Skydiving Center. Oh, wait. I bet this is the one by my work. The one that is in, like, oh, no, Greenville, Illinois. I lied to you. It's not the one by my work. I mean, what do you think scenery Greenville's going to have? It's just the same as Taylorville.
Yeah, no.
It's fucking cornfields.
Bean fields, and figured we go in the summer.
Yeah.
Can you skydive in the winter?
Mama didn't raise no bitch. I'm down to try it. Not right now. Fuck it. I mean, yeah, if we're doing it, we're doing it.
Right.
I would be down to do it. I'd rather do it probably first out of the cold to enjoy it, and then do it in the cold just to see what kind of balls I got.
I definitely
which would be none.
Well,
after that.
we're setting this up, on the podcast, so we're definitely gonna like progress and track our,
Yeah, we'll take a GoPro with us.
Yeah, that'd be. You got your GoPro. Yeah, we can do that.
That I barely use. Good thing it was only $70.
That'd be tight.
Works out pretty good. I need to go over it. I just don't ever take the time to like do stuff like that, like load the videos up to my computer.
These that's what I find weird with people that get on do these dumb ass YouTube videos.
I have
unboxing things, It's
yeah, they're making
thank
money
you.
Though,
Are all of them though?
or the reviews and shit, or just like you're talking about like reviews and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think so. I think they definitely get kickbacks, and I think that they do specific, like once you get enough clout as a reviewer, or like some sort of tech savvy person, I think that you probably get fucking free products, or you probably get other sorts of kickbacks.
Some
like
I do, but
not everybody, but they're all trying to get to there.
Yeah, I guess you got a point.
It's like, fuck, if you can find the time to do it and then make money just reviewing shit, and fuck it, like I'm sure they didn't start at that. Just like when you don't start just owning a company, like some people might start at the bottom and fucking work their way up to own it.
What I think, I find, I'm very appreciative for it, and I wish I would have the time to fucking do it, but anything I'm working on with my cars or my bike, I'm trying to figure shit out, Thank God there's somebody's been there before me or on a similar make and model.
Right. I'm talking about all them people.
Yeah, too. Those guys, it's like, not only are you dealing with the bitch of going through what I'm trying to figure out, but you're also filming this,
right. Yeah, I'm very, very appreciative of that. And that's crazy because you can almost find anything, or at least a vehicle that is similar to your model. That's just like my Mountaineer. I can go look up something for a Ford Explorer the same year and they're the same fucking thing.
Or even not even that same year, just that same generation.
The same generation.
Same motor even.
Dude, Ryan Zumwalt posted a picture. He's got a box body style fucking Ford truck.
Oh, yeah?
Like, dude, it's fucking sweet looking. He's got some nice tires and rims on it. And it's like, those were like the best Ford trucks in my opinion, dude. Like, I just remember like a bunch of people just having them, and they were just kept.
You still see them.
Yeah, you still. They just run like tanks.
There's that motor. I can't remember what size it was, but I know it's a straight 6 that I remember Giles always talking about, and a bunch of other people like fucking that straight 6 motor was a beast.
Right.
You know, like just never.
Yeah, just
never. They quit making it because they couldn't get
Chris
enough.
Holt had a truck with that straight 6 motor.
Yeah, they quit making them because they weren't getting enough revenue and services for them because they just wouldn't break down.
Right.
You know, I mean that's part of a car makes thing too. Is like sadly it's a scam, but like they design it to where they kind of break down at a certain point to where they got to get serviced, so that way you're getting shit service and they can charge you for that. Fucking money.
Where
shit?
And how many car dealerships like you drive by and they're just like full of cars?
Oh my god,
dude, who's buying all these fucking cars,
right?
Dude? Brand new, like I mean, just tons of them. And then it's like the new model comes out before the fucking year's even over.
Oh yeah, the 2019's been out since like June.
Right, that's crazy.
You know, August, I think. I don't know. My dad and brothers be able to tell you.
Right, it's fucking insane. I think I'm trying to work on creating a car conspiracy theory. There's something.
You heard it here first, folks. Two guys trying to podcast. Email us at twoguystryin'
No, at gmail.com.
Oh, yeah, right. Fucked it up, but
if you've got any input on your thoughts on the high volume of new cars and used cars, because not only are there fucking people buying new cars, but used cars too. It's like, how many fucking cars do you think are out there, and who's buying all these new cars? And like, how are these dealerships affording to just have all this inventory on fucking lot? You know,
right.
like
there is a car sales law and union, I know, and that the government that they made a contract or a deal with the government it was on Adam Ruins Everything.
Okay.
And Adam Ruins buying a car or whatever. There's that, and there was something else I watched. It's just
so there is an agreement between the government and car manufacturers. Doesn't surprise me. That's just why Ford didn't file fucking bankruptcy on the or not bankruptcy, but
didn't need bailed out.
Yeah, didn't get bailed out.
They didn't need to.
Yeah.
They were still doing fine.
Right.
Chevy or GM.
Well, they were actually. I don't think they weren't. I think they were actually doing fine, but I think that they were doing good enough to not have to get bailed out.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, I gotta look into that more. There's probably already one. I should just look into that. Okay.
Well, here we go. This is also why we podcast. Not iCarly. The craziest automotive conspiracy theories of all time.
General Motors secret car conspiracy.
That thing looks sick. That thing looks like a freaking evil villain, dude.
That thing is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell it is. It's an advertisement, by the way. And just for those of you that are listening or that will listen to this.
For a sweet bitchin' ride. What kind of car is it?
Oh, I don't know. It didn't even tell me.
Great mattress conspiracy. Why are there so many mattresses? Okay. Why are there so many mattress firms? Oh, speaking of fucking conspiracies that I've thought of that I haven't heard anything about, but also the one about fucking all the porn shops off the side of highways.
Who's
that are
still
just,
buying porn?
Randomly, like just in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like there's a random sex shop off of a highway. Like it's just fucking weird to me that like there's so many of them, dude. It's fucking crazy.
It's because truckers don't like to pay for internet, and they all have a DVD player in their cab. You know, I mean that's bad.
I think they're distribution spots for human sex trafficking. And as I laugh, craziest automotive conspiracy.
That would make sense, though.
Yeah.
That would make right off the interstate like that.
Yeah, in the middle of nowhere, in some kind of like place that's uncomfortable for other people to go into, you know, that like aren't a little fucked up, you know. It's like,
yeah, that's not like normal people area. That's like the goober guy that was quiet in the corner of the classroom, you know?
right. Yeah, you're just not gonna hide. I don't know. It seems like it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to research like how to figure out what that would be.
No, I like what this one is, but what I'm skimming on here is something else. Adam Ruins Everything with Cars is that like if it like cities would definitely thrive more, you know, with small businesses and everything if it weren't for automotive,
right?
Because if you could just get it where you just take a trolley or public transportation or everything was, you know,
not being able to get delivered straight to you because of automobiles,
or if everything was just in walking distance, you know, like you didn't have to worry about the parking spot or the streets, you know, like if you could just like if everything you needed was in like your half a mile,
right?
You know, and everybody could just walk everywhere. You know, you're gonna have more people stop in traffic. You know, like how many times have you like, oh, let's check out that shop, and you didn't because you couldn't find a parking spot. You know, like if you could just like have like a huge parking garage outside the city, and then take the trolley or fucking the smaller, you know, golf carts. You know,
just
everything's
like in St. Louis. People ride side by sides everywhere now.
Yeah,
I've seen them in Staunton.
Yeah, they're is Hillsboro's doing it too. It's as long as you got a triangle on it for a slow moving vehicle, the orange reflecting triangle.
This is crazy.
Yeah, that's like all I needed for around here. You know, like oh, I'm just gonna run to Randy's. Let me just jump in the side by side.
I know it's just crazy how like we've all like I don't know if it's an evolution or what. It is. It's kind of like that would be sweet to have though.
I mean, the only reason I need to do 70 or 100 is whenever I'm going places.
Right.
You know?
Right. That would be cool to have. Dude. The apocalypse hits, dude. People are going to be set with their side-by-sides. Dude, everybody's going to have one.
Hell yeah. I'm just saying, it'd still be more convenient to where, like, you wouldn't have to worry about the streets so much. Like I'm trying to explain, like, my thought process.
Of the side-by-sides or everybody
like,
living closer? Or the stuff that
everything
we
just
need being closer or more accessible?
Distance,
right.
You know, like, line bikes, scooters, you know, or you could even get like small little golf cart buggies.
But see, also on the same token though, it isn't as good for small businesses because now small business with the power of being able to send whatever your product is to anywhere instead of just one localized area, that opens up a whole new demographic of people you can sell to.
You drone it.
You fucking drone it, yeah, bitch. There's like drone drop-offs and like a drone because like one drone can only go so far, so they'd have to drop the package off. Fucking, and then another one picks it up and takes it.
One thing I thought was cool Beneld has, which I noticed the other day walking with Courtney, was
a church.
Yeah, like 8 of them. They have an internet meetup pickup site over there by the cop shop. It's under surveillance where it's just like, say you're meeting up with somebody on Craigslist, like drop something off or whatnot. Okay. It's a safe place to meet.
That's fucking.
Yeah, that's pretty intelligent actually.
Oh,
and I feel like it's been there a while. You know?
That's what's up. That is a good idea.
It's
under. Have those.
It's everywhere. Like,
are they everywhere?
There's one here in Beneld.
So that signifies that
it should at least be common.
Let's check.
I feel like it is really a genius idea, you know.
It is a genius. If it's not already, we should fucking.
Tinder serial killers hate it though.
Right.
Damn it, she wouldn't meet me at the internet meetup site. Just gonna send her a dick pic and go.
No shit. Safe trade stations increase Craigslist safety. I don't know what they call it. Oh, OfferUp has partnered with local business and police stations to create community meetup spots. These spots are bright lit and have video cameras. Yep, it's already a thing, and they are places. Sounds like it is by OfferUp. But there might be other people that, safe trade stations.
I feel like these should be talked about more. I think they do
the same thing. No shit, I've never fucking heard of one.
Right? Like, how come walking my dog is how I found this out?
No shit. Here's how it is. Agree to meet up by a buyer and seller what you're selling. Meet during daylight hours unless the police department has offered inside facilities. Oh, see, now this one isn't as good as that other one. That one is just like a surveilled spot. Safe deal zone. I wonder if there's more companies that are doing this or just this one place.
I don't know. Some of those guys on Craigslist get sketchy, man. But thanks to Craigslist, we got this fine
there's another company right here too.
Chairs.
Yeah, and I didn't even need to. I just went to some stranger's house to get it. It's alright.
And it's perfect for what we need, dude. It really fits into the chaos of this room, this studio.
Yeah, it is pretty sweet.
Well.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's like anything bigger would be too much that way.
We got a spot here for our guests, whenever we get a guest.
Which is a backpack right now.
Yeah.
What is in there? What's that green thing?
That's actually an inside-out Crown Royal bag.
Okay.
And that carries my tactical 511 raincoat.
Nice.
In case it rains. I carry it into work this way.
Right.
But it also is
a pillow.
A pillow. A really good pillow.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I got another one. It has my thermal pants, a thermal silk top, and warmer socks for in case I get pulled from my assignment. I get stuck somewhere out in the core outside.
Right.
Then well, it's fucking wintertime, bro.
Yeah, be prepared. Don't be stupid.
Exactly.
I'm about it.
It's not for sure if I'm gonna be inside or not.
Actually, speaking of fucking shit, this one dude that I was rolling jiu-jitsu with, he got into biking, and he actually biked to Shawnee Forest and camped and stuff along the way. So I ended up that one lightweight backpacking hammock I got. I went in my house and I fucking ended up gifting it to him. I was like, here, because he was like, yeah, I can carry some camping gear on me. I was like, fuck, this would be way better than whatever he's got now. It's lightweight and shit. So yeah, I hooked it up because I think I'm gonna get the newer model slightly bigger, and I think
I still like the idea of trying to design an outdoor bike.
Oh right, for what do you mean?
Just like a bike that is designed for just going out. You can handle easy off-road trails even.
Right. Are you talking about like a motorbike?
A motorbike.
Okay.
Yeah, carry all your camping gear.
Dude, I was fucking.
Have certain spots like just your tent or I really like the idea and somebody's gonna steal this. I'm not gonna say it.
Then don't say it.
Yeah.
Then don't say it. But I was showing Tyler didn't know what Baja races were, so me and Rich were showing him what.
Turn on the ceiling fan.
That's straight.
Are you hot?
Yeah.
Warm.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I'm warm.
Yeah, I'm a little on the higher side.
This is the most I've actually spent time up here without working out or.
Right. Now where you working out?
At work.
Oh yeah. Fucking but no, we were showing him what Baja races were, and I was like, and they were like, this Baja race was at the peninsula of California down there. It's Mexico.
Yeah.
But I was like, how fucking awesome it'd be to ride down here, and I'm just like, man, dude, instead of getting a Harley, I should get a dual sport. Just have something that like an upright bike, I'm like. Just so I could, if I wanted to, go anywhere. I know. And I feel like there's so much more options with it. It's still upright and kind of like a dirt bike, so it is sporty. You can fucking maneuver well and shit. And I can go on multiple terrains. I just think that might be the better bet. But man, you're just like a Harley, I think it's just like I just like the idea of a Harley, I guess, because they're fucking sweet, dude.
They are, dude. Harleys are fucking great, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I love my Harley, and I don't ever plan on getting rid of it.
I wish.
I'm actually saying that on documentation because it's everything I already want.
Right.
And there's so many things I could do to it, easily affordable even,
right.
for my standpoint. Now, if I was 19,
right,
ain't no way in hell I could afford half this shit,
right.
Yeah,
no shit.
But, and that's the other thing though, dude, you could keep them running.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're always making shit. There's always parts for them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you can work on them yourself.
I wish they had like a Harley like that. But that was still like a fucking crude, like.
It's nice knowing you could just do 70 to 80 and you're not really wrapping anything out.
Right.
And you're not really having any desire to go any faster.
Yeah, that's what's cool with my bike. It's fun, dude. It's really fun to ride. It really, really is.
Yeah, there's times I miss that Buell.
It is really fun.
And it handled it, maneuvered way easier than this Harley did.
Yeah, I can go a lot of places on that bike even. Fuck, we both rode on that one road up that fucking mountain. That was crazy. We need to do something like that again.
We will. Courtney and I are talking about getting her bike fixed here whenever it's plausible, which is going to be soon. I got torque wrenches actually for Christmas. My dad got me these awesome torque wrenches.
Oh yeah,
for Christmas.
That's what's up.
And jack stands. I'm going to actually break down eventually and get a decent toy jack, for my bike and her bike. Yeah. I like her bike for her learning how to ride on, but it wraps out at 70 or is going to, and I wonder I'm sure if I geared it differently and did a couple other modified it because things were going to be cheap. I'm sure I could get it to where it could do that a little bit easier and it'd be a little bit more plausible to take it on the interstate. It'll handle 55, 60, in top gear, and that's about all you really want to push it.
Right.
But she's just so small, dude. But I hope she enjoys riding. She wants to learn how to ride, so I'm hoping she'll learn how to ride and enjoy it.
Yeah, it definitely is fun. Yeah, I'd like to dude, I got all sorts of shit I want to do, dude. I just don't know.
So little time. That's why I want to try
Not really. Kind of feels like it at times. Dude, I always think about that Modest Mouse song. The days go by so, or what is it? The
days go by so slow. I know what one you're talking.
The years by so fast. Is that what it is?
By the way, we are Modest Mouse fans also. As there's only one band picture currently in this studio, and that's the Red Hot Chili Peppers sitting behind Jared. I got the other ones hanging up in the living room. I literally just hung up whatever I had lying around to cover these walls. They are green and pink, and it's atrocious.
If we had a camera, we would show you. But
actually, no. I got that Facebook page kind of going. I took pictures of the new studio, and I think I uploaded the old studio, which was the dining room.
Oh yeah.
And then I took pictures of this.
Yeah, I actually saw that.
And this
I think
is the
I
new
liked
studio.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's two guys trying to podcast.
Yeah, it's been 25 minutes and 15 seconds, so
that's on Facebook. We
just got another $100 theoretical.
Ballin'. What are you gonna do with
we'll
your
be skydiving for no time, theoretically.
You gotta believe. It's all mindset.
Fucking yeah, it's the years go by so fast, but the days go by so slow. It's true. It's truism, as my father would say.
Your dad says that.
He does. That's why I just said what I said. It's crazy.
That's cool.
It's cool.
You think he'd want to join us in a podcast one day?
Yeah, we talk about some accounting stuff.
Tristan,
he probably would.
He was talking to me last night as he was leaving. I was like, he was wanting me to go to church or whatnot. I was like, what are you going to be doing? I was like, well, Jared's coming over. We're going to be doing our 4th episode of our podcast.
Yeah.
And he's like, you guys are podcasts about what? I'm like, about everything, anything, man. He's like, he's out the door. He's like, well, then I should come on there and we should have this conversation about God and you being agnostic or whatever, being atheist and whatnot. And I'm like, in about a year, whenever we actually got a little bit more figured out, maybe.
Right.
But you can, more than welcome to come on, but I'm not ready to have this conversation with you in general, let alone on documentation.
Right.
And maybe this outlet doesn't work. No, it's got to. This light's on, but
yeah. Is it not charging that?
Oh, that's why the plug over here got messed up. See, we're figuring it out.
Figuring it out.
But yeah, that's a conversation. Like, maybe if we would have been able to record that first conversation we had when I was walking Duke and Appa with Courtney.
Right.
You know? Because that's whenever we got on.
You know, you just, like, just really need to sit down and, like, think about, like, and break down what you believe and have a better understanding of what you actually believe in. Which is probably nothing because you're unsure as fuck, I'm sure. Because who really fucking knows? Who really knows? You just wait about what feels right and seems right to you or what you believe. You know? And if that means that you believe in something but yet you keep an open mind to accept different things that you may believe to be truths in the future as you gain different understandings and perspective of things, you know, it's like, fuck, you know. Like,
I don't think there's a set way for anything.
Yeah, it's not set in stone, you know. It's like who I am is constantly shifting and changing because I'm constantly experiencing different shit and getting different perspectives on all this shit. It's like I can't. I don't know, and I feel like I don't know. Maybe there are some things that you do hold to be truths for ever, but I mean, I feel like there's a lot of stuff that can be improved and updated, you know?
Right.
Fuck, yeah. I have to restart and update my phone
often.
Very frequently, you know? Like,
but there's more of them than humans, dude. Just get a different one.
Yeah. Actually, I need to because my fucking auxiliary port doesn't work anymore.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think about getting one of those indestructible phones again, but...
iPhone or Apple's talking about getting rid of the auxiliary port.
They already don't have one.
Oh, really? I didn't know. That's how untechnological I am.
It's their charger is the same port.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, and they're just being a thing. You have to have Bluetooth headphones or set it on the pad. It's pretty G.
Yeah, but my car's an 06, man, and I don't feel like getting a new head unit anytime soon.
But it's still pretty fucking G.
Like,
dude. I mean, no, it may not work out for you right now because you're not thrust into the fucking future. You're still back here a few years.
Still driving a Hemi.
I get it. But, dude, that's pretty fucking G, dude. That you can just set your phone on something and it charges is...
Oh, I already got that, dude. Yeah, I'm talking about, like, the convenience of... It's a lot easier to plug my fucking phone or whatever... for music, directly to whatever it is I'm trying, the speakers,
right?
You know,
yeah, I get that.
Ain't none of this bullshit of like, why? Oh, it's connected to you. Well, you turn off your Bluetooth. You know?
All right,
it's plug and go, bro. Plug and go.
I Bluetooth everything.
I do too a lot, but not my car, and it's a lot easier sometimes.
My car's Bluetooth too.
That's not. There's those like $5 little fucking Bluetooth things that like you charge up. Like the battery like barely lasts an hour and a half.
Yeah, they suck.
Yeah, they're retarded. They will get better, I'm sure. But.
Well, yeah, it's just gonna be crazy. You're not even gonna. Oh man, I don't even imagine what it's gonna be like. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like. It's weird that they talk about like the Neuralink where we're all like connected on this fucking network, but it's like I feel like we're already kind of connected, and the reason we're not connected now is because we moved away from like the primal self, you know. Now we're trying.
We became too self-aware that we forgot.
Right, that we're all like the same thing.
Yeah, we lost our connection with nature, and then it's been chaos from there.
Man, but I don't know, because I've only existed for 28 years, and I don't have enough fucking... And it's like, you can't... I mean, like, history's cool and shit, you know, but it's like, these are just accounts of other people's perspectives of this, and it's like, when I sit here and think of the shit that I tell, or the things that I recollect, I'm like...
The things that I write down in my journal, you know, like, that's somebody taking that and like, this is the way.
Yeah, this is now history.
Like...
Fucking crazy.
Good luck deciphering.
Yeah, a lot of it biased. You know, it's just like it's just like, and like it is crazy. It's like how we still like teach things and celebrate things that we come to find are like false or didn't happen that way. And you're like, oh, it's like, but we still like, oh, yep, like it's there. We'll keep it going.
Yeah, Christmas and Thanksgiving don't make any sense anymore.
Yeah, like Columbus didn't actually discover America.
Right.
And the Indies, the West Indies aren't actually in India.
Yeah. Shit's fucked. That shit's crazy. We're at an hour and 24 minutes.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. What do you think about that? How are you feeling?
I was also thinking that on Podbean, which is where we're at, two guys trying to podcast.
Oh.
We've got what? I don't remember how much time we got.
Oh, available.
Which I know.
I think it's like 5 hours or something.
It is 5 hours, but a month.
Yeah.
And I'm sure
we haven't hit that mark.
No, we haven't. I'm actually going to see if I can get on Podbean while doing this and see how much time we got or whatnot. I don't know. I might do it later. But yeah, we
might have a little.
We definitely haven't hit it yet. We haven't even got close. I don't think we're halfway on our time for the free 5 hours.
No.
Anybody that is listening, please feel free to shoot us an email and a better way of like uploading our shit to a different provider to service this out or whatnot.
Yeah, if anybody's listening on SoundCloud too.
Yeah. Not ready to start advertising yet. I don't think we have. I haven't really listened to any like different. I want to try to start listening to like somebody that's really new to podcasting.
Oh, right. How they do it, yeah.
Like how do some of these podcasts get on podcast or Podbox or whatever?
Castbox.
Yeah, the one that I have.
You just pay for it. I'm sure.
I'm not willing to pay yet.
Right.
Like,
well, no, that's already in free shit.
Exactly. We're not.
And that's why you got YouTube and shit.
We're not ready to upgrade yet, guys. Like you're catching us in our infancy if you're listening to this. Or if years from now, whenever we're like awesome, and you decide, yeah, I wonder what these two dipshits were doing, and you like for whatever reason you made it to episode 4.
This is it.
This is us. Thanks for tuning in. Future us also. Like, go us. I hope we keep going for a long time.
Speaking of future us, I always do shit and then like I'll forget that I like did something, like thinking of like, okay, this will be better for later, and then later it'll come up and I'll be like, oh man, I should have, and then I'll realize that I already did. I'm like, past me setting up the future me. I'm like, there you
go. I signed up for master overtime for work.
What's that mean?
It means like
you are the master of overtime.
Like if they know they're gonna be going to a shift short a couple days ahead.
Yeah. And
if I'm on the master list, that means that I'm willing to work. Okay. They'll call me depending on how much. More. Yeah, but like I was going in trying to put my name on some days that I'd like to work, and then the 26th, I was looking at that as Wednesday. I usually come in on my day off. Yeah. And I've been coming in on Wednesdays. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna want to come in after Christmas, and so I skipped it and I signed up for Thursday also. But then Courtney and I were talking, and I couldn't remember. I forgot that I even signed up for the master overtime, and she's like, "Well, I'm not working Wednesday, but I start Cavatello's on Thursday, so
works out perfect."
And then so the next day or whatever, I go into work, and Courtney left. Apparently, I didn't even know that. She's pulling into the side of the house now. But I go to sign up for master overtime for Thursday, and I'm looking on Wednesday. I was like, "Oh, I already did it! Like, cool."
Perfect. Past me setting up future.
I already had this. Why is it always fucking... It might be. I'm still having trouble with Podbean and trying to figure out how to keep this thing logged in.
I leveled up on some poi skills, and I ordered my new poi, so they should be good.
Dude, after getting Courtney's dart rope and seeing that thing,
rope dart. I
don't remember how she says it.
She says dart rope too. Yeah. It, for the record, it's rope dart.
Get it straight, man.
Not dart rope.
Fucking posers. Fucking that might be what I was on.
We're all just posing until we make it.
I can play a little bit of guitar. I don't consider myself to be a guitar player yet. Does that make sense?
No, I'd say you're a guitar player.
Oh, cool, thank you.
Just say you're not like a
fluent.
Not a guitarist, maybe. I don't know what the.
I'm
obviously playing the guitar, so I mean that makes you a guitar player.
I'm not a musician.
Yeah, there you go.
Just yet.
You're a musician in training.
Yes, my own training. I'm loving it. It is.
You got the internet.
Yeah, it is.
You should get Instagram and fucking follow people that do tutorials.
I'll talk to you about that next week. All right, I'll do that, and just ask me about how that's going, okay? What I really need is a way to get this fucking thing to prop up, because I've tried, YouTube or whatnot, but it only sits like this, and
I've got this thing.
Yeah, I need, or start using this. Did you knock? Or was that you?
That was me, maybe.
I didn't know if Courtney knocked on the door.
You could get like a little easel, like a little art easel from the art section at Walmart.
Oh, yeah. Actually, Courtney got this awesome freaking art set that has that built in also. It's got like 2 trays for the colored pencils and charcoal pencils.
Nice.
And the top opens up and there's more shit in there. But then like the top opens up and it has hinges or braces that you lock up, and it has. I put it together for her.
Hell yeah.
It's an easel.
I bought my kids some art shit yesterday for Christmas. Oh, and I got new LED lights for my living room, and I bought my kids some LED lights to put up in their room.
How much were they?
They're 30% off right now. Actually.
Already, huh?
Yeah. I got LED. They got purple on them too now.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm definitely
I thought about calling you and asking if you want to go half, but I didn't want to go back to Target.
all those are at Target.
Yeah.
We're gonna do something different for here, and I'm thinking.
You want me to get a pack?
Not yet. I want to purchase it.
Okay.
I don't know why I got to. You've done enough, right? You exactly, dude. You've done. You could just chill for a minute.
That's cool. You guys got a microphone and shit.
Hey.
Fucking you work on it too, dude. I didn't think about it until the last podcast. I was like, you know what? I'll buy a table for up here. I've spent about $50, so I just looked around. And
it's been comfortable up here as fuck too, hasn't it, man?
Yeah, it's been pretty sweet.
It's like
the dogs are chilling as fuck, dude. My dog has been sleeping this whole time. Oh, puppies.
If you guys listened to the 3rd episode, you heard Duke his nails on the hardwood floor like crazy, and I apologize. Today he's asleep.
So is Appa.
So is Appa. So yeah, and it's carpeted up here too, which also I feel like just the sound alone, just from being up here, is it's smaller. There's more shit on the walls right now. It is carpeted. It's not. I feel like the quality of this podcast is definitely going to be on point.
Oh yeah,
a lot better.
I thought about bringing my Luke Schroeder painting over here. I almost bought one of his shirts, but I
didn't realize there was so many nails.
I couldn't drop fucking $75 on it. It's so fucking sweet though, and it's signed and numbered. He's only releasing like 20 of them.
That's
or some
awesome.
shit. It's like, dude, that would be awesome. Just to be one of the only ones to have that.
That would be cool. Eventually, would like to see if we can get like what Joe has hanging up in his studio, the TV, where like whenever we're looking shit up, it'd be right there. Like it's where it's not like if you're looking something up, I gotta stand up and look over.
Right. True.
We'll figure it out. Lighting is definitely the next thing, though. I think.
I like it.
Because I'm like cooler lights right now. This ain't too bad, but
yeah, it's just overhead lights are just bright.
Right.
It's like, I'm here. Yeah, we get it.
I want a calm, relaxed atmosphere.
Yeah,
I don't need to see every vivid detail and value
Right.
change in your tie-dyed T-shirt that is awesome as fuck.
It is pretty sweet. I thought about it. I thought about messaging him and asking him if he'd make me a large button up. Because, dude, I've one he's posted that I've seen for I can't even tell you how long have all been sold when he posted a picture of them. It's like all sold.
Yeah.
Sold. Every single fucking one, dude, except for one. And it was an extra large, and I couldn't. So I need a large, and I want it to be a short sleeve button up, like my Hawaiian shirt. I think I could rock it.
Courtney and I were, I think you could too. I still see you doing it. Courtney and I were talking whenever you left after you brought the table. This was even bigger than the room I had when we were living together.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, man, I lived in a closet.
Yeah. I've offered to switch your rooms, bro.
That's cool. Like, it is what it is. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, because honestly, dude, at the time, I sufficed. I mean, I literally all I did was sleep in there.
Right.
You know, like that was legitimately it. It's not like it was like the one place I was confined to.
Kicked it or anything.
Yeah. Kitchen or the living room a lot of the times.
Yeah. Kitchen was pretty alright.
A lot of times in the bathroom, you know, many hours.
The little
shitting.
house in my house.
Right.
That fucking thing underneath the cabinet where I think the dishwasher one or some shit.
But I really like. I'm glad that this is happening. We've made it to an hour and a half.
It's a long time. That's double what we went last time.
It is.
Well, what do you think?
It's your call, brother.
I am kind of hungry.
The podcast light
To
is
be
on.
honest
It's
with you.
8:46. You didn't eat at your mom's?
Yeah, I did, but I'm kind of hungry.
I brought the dog up.
Yeah, see that.
I like him looking out the window for whatever reason. Alright, so before we end this then, what are some goals that we should follow up for next week?
I'm just going to continue running and working out in the mornings and making small increases to that. I'm not adding anything new, really.
I think I'm going to check out the Instagram thing and experiment with that and keep doing what I am doing with with trying to figure out sound editing a little bit better and just editing it all in general and playing guitar. Like,
my goal is also to actually continue to like work more on the food truck business.
nice.
So I'm in like a menu creation stage right now. I'm just like making a list of all the different types and stuff, and then picking out like what ones to sell, which ones I think will sell, or how I really just need to make the first basic menu, and then probably eventually make items that I rotate in and out on a regular basis, or just do different shit. But yeah, so that's where I'm at right now.
So it's Christmas Eve. Tomorrow's Christmas, duh. But so we're gonna have a New Year's Eve podcast.
Oh, nope.
Nope.
Nope. Well,
So I was gonna come to you. What are your plans?
Well, let's see. Man. I really have to see because, so I'm just like thinking about it because, alright, so Sunday, sorry everybody has to get all this. So Sunday I have to get my kids. I'm taking them to my dad's and Emily's, and I'm going to drop them off there. They're staying the night there. I have to work Christmas Eve day. So then while I'm at work, my kids...
You mean New Year's Eve day?
That's what I said.
You said Christmas Eve day.
Did I?
Like it's
New Year's
it's
Eve
here.
day.
It's
I thought I said
happening.
New
You
Year's.
missed
Right.
it, man.
Damn it.
It's too
Damn
late,
it.
bro.
Damn
You might
it.
want to get your ass to work.
I'm fired. So New Year's Eve day, I have to work. So while I'm at work, Emily and the girls are going to go out and have like a girls' day and hang out. And then when I get off work, I have to go back out to my dad's and go pick my kids up because they got plans for that evening. So I've got to go back and get them and then come back and then drop them back off in Staunton. Or, depending on how late all that goes, have you come down and you drop them back off.
That's a possibility.
After that too, I just would have to talk to Lindsay and see if she has any plans or how that would all work out.
Just let me know what's going on. I mean, so what are you doing Friday or Saturday then? Would it be possible if I came down on Friday after work or Saturday and we could do one early instead of Monday or, you know?
Friday
Or
Saturday.
I don't know, I was just saying earlier, we could still hit it, like, I can head over to you again Wednesday night or some shit.
Yeah,
On the
let me look at this
On
count.
Thursday, you know, just,
Alright. So
You guys-
we are here.
I can accommodate you.
Right. Well, are you talking about, this week?
Yeah.
Oh, this Friday or Saturday. I have my kids this Friday and Saturday. I'm thinking about, I think Saturday we're going to go to City Museum. Quite possibly. But the next Friday and Saturday, I don't have shit.
Well, no, I was just still trying to keep it around on Monday. You know?
I think we could do New Year's Eve day, dude.
You think?
Either I'll come up here because I'm dropping my kids off, because my dad and stepmom are going out, or Emily, man. Yeah, Emily. I don't know. I said stepmom. I don't know. I feel like it's weird after I said it though. I don't know. I feel like it's like.
Whenever you throw in a stepdad, it just seems a little bit impersonal.
Yeah, I don't like it.
And not so sincere or close.
Yeah. But yeah.
Aunt Emily, we love you.
You're not my aunt, but
you're my stepmom.
But because they've got plans, so I'm not gonna be like sticking around there or anything. So, and I probably might get off work early anyways. So I mean, so it'll either be me coming up here after I drop my kids off, or if it's okay
me
with
coming
Lindsay,
up there,
it'll be you coming down and then just bringing the kids back whenever
that's
you
totally
come back
possible.
up here.
Dude,
so it'll happen.
We had a blast on the way home, bro.
Oh, yeah,
It was great. Lots of laughs. It was fun.
They're wild.
It was good times.
Yeah, I love them. They're cool as hell. Some cool ass motherfucking kids. Dude, I took them rock climbing. They just gotta do their own thing, dude. They got it under control. Like, all right. They got the auto belay. They know how to put it on there, and it's like they're good. You know, it's like hell yeah.
How old do you got to be to skydive?
18.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I know.
You should make that their 18th birthday present, though.
All right.
Because you know they'd do it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well,
right
thanks
now
for
they
giving
would.
the surprise away.
Right. Like they're gonna know or remember.
Yeah.
How often do you think they're gonna be listening to this?
I don't know, but they better be a little bit older before they start.
Right. So next week, parenting.
101. All right.
Well, boys and girls, this is Two Guys Trying to Podcast.
Yep. We're up to like $400 theoretical dollars. That's almost 2 jumps.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. We appreciate it.
Thanks for staying in, tuning in. And, it will get better. It always will. I love you guys.
Love y'all too. You can't see that I'm doing hearts with my hands because we don't have a camera.
Do slow farm.
We may put it up for next week.
We'll see what happens. I'm game.
All right.
Two Guys Trying to Podcast out. If I can remember which.